Welcome to this program, the laundry management software, designed specifically for clothes. It's the easiest program to use, offering a wide range of features at the lowest prices. This program is essential for laundromat owners who want to efficiently manage their businesses, as it provides you with a comprehensive database from which to launch. After we install the program, we can proceed to open it. Upon opening, we will be prompted to enter the username and password, which are both set as admin. These credentials are available for everyone. This grants us access to the free trial version, where we can utilize all the program's features but with a certain limitations. For instance, we can only create 5 invoices, 5 orders, or add up to 5 customers. Additionally, there is an option to subscribe to the paid version, which provides lifetime access. This is the program's interface. If you wish to participate and have a lifetime access, you can navigate to the About window and click the provided link. From there, click here on the Register button. After that, fill in your name and email in the designated fields, ensuring the email is accurate, because upon registration, the program's activation code will be sent to the provided email for verification. Therefore, the email has to be correct and active to be used. After receiving the code, simply copy it and return to the program's About window to paste it. After that, you can enjoy the program for a lifetime. Note, in case you misplace your activation code in the future, you can retrieve it at any time from the specified location in here. In the dashboard window, you can find various statistics. For example, here you can view new customers and new orders for today, this month, or last month. Additionally, total payments, total order payment, and the overall number of clothes. And here find the total number of customers along with the outstanding balances they have. And here we have customers who have unpaid balances for over a month. Here you can find complete debt owed by clients, whether it's overdue by a day, a week, a month, 2 months, a year, or more. However, here we have debts that have been outstanding for more than a month only. These are the best customer based on their individual orders. For example, the first customer has 3 orders, followed by the second customer with 1 order, and so forth. These are the cumulative monthly orders over the past 12 months. For example, January, how many orders were received during this month? Similarly, we can examine the number of orders of each subsequent month, such as February, March, April, and so on, individually. Here we have categorized the orders into paid, unpaid, and partially paid. Unpaid refer to those haven't been paid in full yet. Partially paid indicates that a portion of the payment has been made by the customers, while the remaining amount is still pending. Lastly, paid are those that have been fully paid. Here we have the new customers who have joined in the past 12 months. And here we have categorized orders based on the services provided. Ironing only, pressing ironing, normal clean, dry clean, and fast clean. By doing so, we have provided an explanation of the dashboard. Note, in brief, the dashboard provides concise statistics about the laundromat's activities and the sales. And to know outstanding payment, best customers, and the popularity of different services. It's important to mention that services, clothing options, and prices are all adjustable based on your laundromat's needs. And we will explain in the following minutes on how you can add clothes, services, and prices. Clothes window. We can easily add all clothes we receive at the laundromat, as we can also edit and delete simply from here. Click here to add new clothes. Enter the name of the clothing item and upload a picture by clicking on the provided area. Afterward, click on Add to complete the process. If you already have clothes listed in an Excel file, you can import them directly by clicking the Import button and selecting the file. Similarly, if you wish to export clothes to an Excel file for safekeeping, click on the Export button. Furthermore, you can search for specific clothes to edit or delete them from here. Services. From here you have the capability to add the primary services offered by laundry. For instance, you provide fast clean, dry clean, and normal clean, and so on. You can add the services by clicking on this button. Click here and enter the server's name in the provided field, along with its short name. Here you can specify the image representing the service. You can write any additional notes about the services in the note space here. Finally, press the Add button. Here we have add-ons or additional services to the main service offered. For example, if a customer has a suit and wants to include normal clean and dry clean, they may also request additional services such as fragrance, steaming, or delivery. To add these add-ons, simply write the name here, specify the price here, and click on Add. You can also make modification or deletion from this section. You have the option to import services from Excel by clicking here, or export these services to Excel by clicking here. We will further clarify the main services and add-ons in the point of sale section. Prices. From this section, we can add prices for closed services. Important notation: close without assigned prices will not be displayed in the point of sale or sales window. However, we can modify this option in the settings section from here. If we enable this option, the program will show all close, including both priced and unpriced services. It is advisable to deactivate this option so that only priced close are visible, allowing everyone the freedom to choose. To clarify further, let's return to the prices window. Here we can observe that the coat has a price assigned for ironing service only, while it remains unpriced for other services. When we navigate to the point of sale window and select the customer and click solely on the ironing service, we notice that the coat is available only within ironing service. As we also observe here that only the coat and the dish dasha are available here. That means only these two prices have prices assigned specifically for the ironing service, whereas the remaining items are not priced within the ironing service. Once we have added the clothes, we can proceed to set their prices. To assign a price to a specific piece of clothing, simply double-click on it and enter the price. Or you can also add the price from here. If we want to add prices to the clothes in a sequential order, we can do so by clicking anywhere, either from here by double-clicking on the item or from here. Then, we click on the first price and input the corresponding price. Once the price is added, we press Save and proceed to the second and third prices, and so on, following the same process. Customers. We can add a new customer from here, as well as edit or delete existing ones. To add a customer, simply click on Add New Customer and enter their name and phone number. Here we have the rate category to the customer. For example, if we have a student category with special prices, we can create this category in the settings by clicking on Others and entering the desired rate, such as Student, and we click Save. It will be added directly. We return to Customer window. Click on Add New Customer and then click on Rate. We should use the newly added category, Student. If we wish to apply special discount for this customer, we can enter it here. The remaining data is not crucial. Once everything is entered, click on Add to complete the process. There is a special feature in this program that lets you communicate with your customers with just a click of button. For example, this customer here, Nasser, and we have clothes ready for him to pick up. We can send him a message directly by clicking on the WhatsApp icon next to his name. This will take us directly to chat with him. Please note that you need to be connected to the internet when sending the message. It is highly recommended to download the WhatsApp program in your device instead of using it on a web browser. This ensures a smoother experience, as the program might redirect you to WhatsApp web on the browser if the WhatsApp program is not installed, which can cause delays. By utilizing this WhatsApp feature, we aim to reduce costs for you, as you won't need to pay subscription, messages, or other fees associated with alternative communication methods. Certainly, we have the option to add clients either from this window or the point of sale window. Click on the plus sign, enter the necessary information, and click on Add. The client will be added instantly. Point of sale. Undoubtedly, this window is very important for cashiers as it allows them to generate invoices for customers and search for orders. This functionality allows us to deliver our services effectively. The initial and crucial step is to identify the customer. At first glance, the services may not be visible, but once the customer is identified, they are displayed immediately. If the customer is new, we can add him directly from here. For existing customer, we can search for him by name or select him from here. These are the available services. Clicking on any of these services will reveal the clothes that have prices assigned to them within those specific services. This is an example of a customer who has a coat and wants to iron it. By click on it, it will be automatically added to the bill. If the customer has 2 coats, click on it again. And here we can see the number. Now, what's the color of this coat? For instance, it is black. So we specify black from here. We realize black is not included in the available color option. We can easily add it through the settings. In the settings, we navigate to Others section and scroll down to find the color list. We click here to specify the color, and then we input the name of the color and save it. When we return to the point of sale window, we can observe that the color has been successfully added. The color feature is optional and not essential. Each user has the freedom to utilize it according to their preference. I reselect the client's order. Now, I choose the ironing service and select the coat and choose the black color. It is evident here that the color is black, and when the color changes, the corresponding name adjusts accordingly. Let's assume this client has also cotton pants and they require normal clean. We click on the pressing ironing service and select the coat and the pants. Furthermore, let's assume he also has a bisht and desires a fast clean. Here I can specify additional services if it's the desire of customer, like fragrance, steaming, or delivery, as I explained earlier. And up here we have the main services. In this section, we specify the expected date of receipt, for example 7, indicating that the customer will receive the clothes on the 7th of May. We also find the total invoice amount, and if we want to make a discount for this customer, we add it here. Also, we have the tax amount indicated in here. And here we have the rack, which is an optional option where we assign a specific rack for the customer clothes. This could be rack 1, 2, 3, labeled as A, B, C, depending on the shelf system in your laundry. You enter it here if available. It is completely up to you whether to utilize this feature or not. Here we have the total invoice amount after the discount and tax. And here we have the total amount before discount and tax. And here you can write any notes related to the order. It is important to note that any information entered here will be visible on the printed invoice. For instance, there are ink stains on the clothes or any other note. Once all the details are filled out, you can click here to save the order, or here to save and proceed with the payment for this order. We click on it and specify how payment will be made. Of course, you have the flexibility to add or delete payment methods through the settings under the Others section, where you can access the payment types box. For instance, if you want to add Visa as a payment method, simply type it in the payment type box and save it. If we return now to the order page and specify the order and click on Save and Pay, the option to select Visa as a payment method will appear here. Enter the amount and save. In this button here, it is for saving and printing, but on an E4 sheet. This feature is useful for printing receipts that need to be stamped and signed, especially for laundry contracts. Assuming we have completed the process with this customer, a new customer arrives. Click on Create New Order, and we add the new customer, and then proceed with the remaining steps, as we have previously learned. Orders. From here, we can view all our past orders. We can check the status of each order, whether paid, unpaid, or partially paid. Here, we have the expected delivery date, and here, the total order amount before any discount or tax. And here we have the total amount after applying discount and tax. As you can see, the amounts are the same here. And here, as I haven't applied any discounts or taxes to these orders, here we can see the tax and discount details, as well as the amount that has been paid or received. And here we can see the rest for clients to pay. As well, we see this order has been partially paid with a certain amount already paid by the customer. Rest is yet to be paid. Click on any order. We'll reveal the detailed information of that specific order. And here we can find the payment method. We can also search for orders using either order number, customer name, or phone number. From here, we can add a payment for a specific order, such as the first one, and we click on Add Payment. We specify the payment method and enter the amount and then save. Using this icon, we can contact the owner of the order and tell him, for example, to settle outstanding debts or notify him about the availability of his clothes for collection. From here, we can print the order, and here the option to print, but on an E4 sheet. Here we click to delete the order, and here to modify the status of the order, such as mark it ready or collected based on its progress. Expenses. Here we have the option to add expenses as needed. We click on Add New Expenses. We enter the name of the expense, such as electricity expense, and here the expense category, which can be modified or added from the settings, and then others. We can write the name of the expenses category here and click on Save. Additionally, we have the ability to delete or modify categories from here. We have the expense value displayed here, and if there are any notes to be added, you can enter them here. After that, we click on Add. It's also possible to attach a picture or invoice for each expense by clicking here. Reports. We can view reports in general from here, on a daily basis, monthly, or annually. In the general report, we find a summary that includes the total payments made today or yesterday. In here, we can see the payments made in cash, through point of sale or via bank transactions. We also have the total order today, and here the total paid of those orders. It also shows the total new tax today, a new customer today. In addition to the expense today, we have the option to print this page directly from here. Orders. We can view here all the orders along with their detailed information. We also can apply filters to find specific orders. For example, the program user, payment status customer, and data range. And after that, we click on filter. Here we have the total amount before discount and tax, and here the total amount after discount and tax. Here we have the total discount, the amount paid or received here, and we find here the total tax. However, here we have the unpaid balance for customers. We can see here all orders with their respective details, and this option here is to export these orders to Excel to print them directly from here. Payment sections. We can view the total amount along with detail amounts. We can also filter options to customize the view according to our preferences. Expense section. From here we can see all the expenses we have incurred. And here we have the services we have sold along with their respective amounts. We see here the total amount, as we can also filter and print based on our preferences. In the customers section here, we can access information about our customer, including the name, phone number, rate, and addition date, and others information. Here we have the full account statement. We see the customer's name, the phone number, the number of paid, partially paid, and unpaid process, and unpaid orders, as well as the total number of orders and the customer's last visit. As for the daily report, this section shows the same things we explained above, but here it's on a daily basis, covering today's requests, payments, expenses, services, and customers. Monthly and annual reports follow the same structure as the daily report, but present information on a monthly or yearly basis, respectively. Users. From here, we can add multiple users with specific roles and permissions. We see here the admin, and for example, I want to add a cashier with specific powers. I click on Add New User and provide the name here Cashier. Add a profile picture, give him a password and confirm it here. We write the full name here, the gender, and additional details, and then click on Add. After adding the user, we define permissions we want to give him. We can expand the permission window to be able to explore the available options in detail. We can select all permissions together from here, or deselect them from here. Settings. From here, we can add our company data and configure various settings. We can input our company name, address, company logo, phone number, and customize the footer message as we like, which appears when printed for customers. Additionally, we can add email address. If you want to apply a tax to all customers once and for all, you can enter the values here. It's the same for discount as well. And keep this option activated. From here, we can create backups and save them on our device by clicking on the backup option. Likewise, if we have a previously saved backup, we can restore it by clicking on this button. It is highly recommended to create a daily backup copy of your data, preferably at the end of each day or on a weekly basis, depending on your preference. Knowing that if you made some modification in additions to the program after the backup, and when you want to restore the backup copy, it will revert all data to the state it was in at the time of the backup. Any modification or addition made after the backup will not be included in the restoration process. In the order section, you will find various options that we have previously discussed, except for WhatsApp templates. This feature allows you to create predefined text templates that can be used when messaging customer via WhatsApp. For instance, you can create templates such as greetings, kindly settle your outstanding balance, or hello, your clothes are ready for pickup. So if we go to the customer window and click on the icon next to a specific customer, we can see these templates and select from them and send to the customer. And here is to log out of the program. In conclusion, we have explained the whole program, covering all its features and functionalities.